After I decided to go to Ship, I was just going to play football and see what happened.
He looked like Superman going through the air. Made a catch that I never thought anybody could make.
Mom, I'm not gonna get drafted, am I?
We're gonna bring you in, send you to NFL Europe.
Again, no blitz. O'Sullivan telegraphed it, and it's picked off. Brent Grimes is going to walk in, and Tomberg has the lead.
And a lot of people didn't give him a chance.
Somebody said they're carrying Brent off.
It was a tough time. It was a major injury.
In 1966, an NFL franchise came to Florida, and the Miami Dolphins were born. They tell an epic story.
The Dolphins have won Super Bowl VII.
Filled with history and tradition. Every season, new chapters are created, and with each chapter comes new stories. These are the stories of the men who became Miami Dolphins and their lives off the field. This is Under the Helmet. After surgery and nearly 8 weeks off his leg, Brent takes his first steps.
Cool sock.
So slow. You about to video me walking?
How does it feel?
Feel weird? Actually, it don't feel that weird. It just feel like my leg is weak. How my walk look?
Slow, scared. Are you scared of making a mistake? How does it feel? Is there any pain?
No, it don't hurt. It's just weak, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't know.
like it's just weak, like it's no calf muscle.
And so he started doing his rehab and was just doing so great.
If I didn't doubt my ability to come back.
I never doubted him. Like, I've never doubted anything that he puts his mind to.
Brent's wife Miko recorded his progress and made the videos public to show he was not affected by his injury.
All right, go, Brent. Swag.
Swag.
Despite Brent knowing he was ready to return to the NFL, the Falcons decided to let him test the market as an unrestricted free agent.
You hear from your agent, they tell you which teams are interested. You know, you have a few teams that want you to come, and he narrows it down.
The front ones were Cleveland, Tampa Bay, and Miami. And so the two best offers were Miami and Cleveland. So we took a trip to both cities, and Miami just totally rolled out the red carpet. They catered to him. They treated him like a first-round draft pick. They just really felt like they wanted him really badly. They needed him, and he's never felt that before.
Came down here, they showed me around. You know, Coach Coyle had a big deal, and then Coach Lou, big deal, and it kept in touch with me a lot during the whole process. They made me really feel like they wanted me here.
I just felt like Miami was a fresh start. They had Cameron Wake. Who wouldn't want Cameron Wake on their side of the ball? Like, seriously. So it fit perfectly. It just made sense.
When the deal was final, I was actually at my house shooting pool, and I got a call, and they said, yeah, it's about to happen. I'm like, yeah, cool. It was kind of surreal.
A year removed from football, Brent would once again have to prove he's a playmaker.
Coming back in 2013 after rupturing your Achilles, you got a lot of people that are going to doubt that you can play at a high level. And like I said before, I never doubted myself, so it was cool. It was cool to go out there and have people like, wow, he still can play. He still can move. He's still fast. He still can jump.
He told me this was going to be his best year. He told me he was going to come out and shock the world. He told me he was going to make the Pro Bowl. All these things that we talked about in the off season when he was training and working out, and it all happened.
It was cool to me. It was just proving people wrong, again.
debut last week. Schaub wants to throw, and it's intercepted. Brent Grimes with his first INT in a Dolphin uniform, and for the second consecutive week, Miami comes up with a big takeaway on defense.
My first interceptions with the Dolphins is kind of like, it was one in the preseason against the Texans, and it was kind of like, it was cool, like I'm back, you know, like it was kind of like that moment, you know, like, oh, I got a pick, and you can see I got it. I just ran around the field for a little bit, so it was a really cool experience, and that one was super cool because it was like my first one back. My wife had came to Houston to watch the game. She was there, gave her the ball.
Here's Luck stepping up, Luck throwing, deep ball, end zone, intercepted. Brent Grimes stepping in front of Reggie Wayne for the pick.
Then in Indy, that was like a big pick because pretty much sealed the game. You know, they still had a play after that, but that was a big drive for them. They were taking a shot in the end zone, and I made a play on the ball, and it was a huge play in the game.
Terrific effort by Grimes going airborne.
It did not take long for Brent to show he still had talent on the field.
Because Grimes has Wayne really well covered. Great position on Wayne. Wayne had no shot at trying to break up this interception. Big play by Brent Grimes.
Come on, now!
The third week of the 2013 season was a reunion for Grimes, who faced his former teammates.
Tony G, how you feeling, man? See some people you played a lot of games with, your coaches, and you want to win, but I want to win every game. It was cool. It was weird when I went out for the coin toss and I saw people that I was in the locker room with last year. Once the ball kicked off, it was just a football game.
You still gonna get that forced fumble, dog. Remember I told you about it? You gonna get one.
A short punt. Douglas will take it on the hop of the 22-yard line, rolling to his right. He is hit big time. Ball comes out. Donnie Jones forced that fumble. Dolphins have the football. Look at that.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, dog? Hey! They gonna score this touchdown. They gonna score this touchdown. That's all I'm gonna say. They gonna score this touchdown.
Play action fake, flip it over, Deion Sims, touchdown! One-handed, the Dolphins have taken the lead in this game! Woo!
That was nice, very nice.
Yeah, a lot of people try to make a really big deal about that, and some people might have, you know, been real charged up about it, but me, I looked at it as just another game. Of course, you see some people you cool with.
Down. Still my favorite boy. I love you, dog.
Hey, love you too. Good shit.
Julio, you the man, dog. Hey.
And I just looked at it as we beat a good football team, and I was happy it was over because I ain't had to hear about, what about when you play the Falcons? I was really glad that was over.
He continued to have a spectacular season with the Dolphins.
Back to throw. Gets it off, downfield, and it's picked off by Grimes. Grimes has it the 10, the 15, and down at the 20-yard line. Back to throw now. Here comes the pressure. He gets it off, throws a Hail Mary to the corner, knock it down. They do, and the Dolphins win the football game.
All right.
Halloween night, he would treat the fans to one of the most memorable plays of the year.
Most memorable play was definitely the pick six on Halloween. You know, he was up against a great receiver in A.J. Green. There was a couple issues with his shoes early on. He kept slipping and had to switch him out. But that game, the defense was on the field a long, long time.
They were on like a 14, 15-play drive.
When I saw the ball go just a little bit inside.
And the ball is picked off. It's Grimes. He's down the far sideline.
When I got the interception, didn't have to run 90-something yards.
At the 20, at the 10, touchdown, Miami. 93 yards.
And I'm like, oh my God, he's going in for a touchdown. I was in my room screaming and hollering and jumping up and down. And I'm like, oh God, what I wouldn't have given to be there.
That was arguably the best play of his career, I believe, because he's never had a touchdown before. So it was pretty awesome to watch him and see him in that moment. He was so happy and proud of himself.
A great season led him to the Pro Bowl for the second time, but this year presented a new twist.
When he made it to the Pro Bowl, I was very happy that he made it back, because the first time I didn't get to go with him. But this time he called, it was New Year's Day, and he said to me, called and said, Happy New Year's. Then, Mom, would you like to go to Hawaii?
I didn't really know much about how this Pro Bowl was going until I got there. And they said it's going to be a draft, and, Deion and Jerry Rice are the captains. And, that was kind of cool. That was two of my favorite players growing up.
He's not going to tell anybody, but he was nervous because he hangs on to the fact that even though he's amazing and he's a special athlete, he's not famous.
Deion talked with me before the draft, like, yeah, I'm gonna work some, I'm gonna get you. I'm like, what? Okay.
And I was texting the entire time, and he was just like, oh my God, I don't know if they're gonna draft me early. What if I'm last? What if this? What if that? And I was like, you know what? Who cares? Like, we're in Hawaii. We're here. You made it. You were injured last year. We're here. Doesn't matter. And when you get on the field, it's gonna show anyway. So, I just told him just relax, don't worry about it, have a good time. And then when he was drafted before a lot of other people, he was a little excited.
I'm here in Hawaii, and this is awesome. It's a draft day, especially for a player like me that wasn't drafted. So this is like my only draft day I ever had an opportunity of. I was getting a little worried. Thought I was not going to get picked up until late. People was going to look over me. But I got picked up, and I'm excited, and I'm excited about this opportunity to represent the Dolphins out here, and I think I'm going to do something nice on that field.
There is no doubt that Brent has proven himself time and time again, and those around him will always continue to support him throughout the rest of his football career.
I feel like my husband may make the Hall of Fame. I feel like he's done some amazing things in his career based on where he's come from, his size, just the fact that people just discounted everything about him. And I feel like if he finishes his career the way that I know he's capable of, with a team that's gonna allow him to play the way he plays, I feel like he's gonna break records. I feel like this is just the beginning of everything that I see him doing in the future.
I like my journey. It was cool. It's a great story. It's an awesome thing, but it would also been cool to be drafted in the first round, have billboards when you come out, have a press conference. Like, all that stuff is cool, but my journey is just different, and it worked out for me. My wife, Miko, plays a huge role in my life and my success. She does a lot, keeping the house running. I don't have to worry about anything as far as the household. All I have to worry about is football during the season, and she does a great job at that.
In 2010, they were able to add another member to Team Grimy.
You're doing good though, Meek. I'm proud of you. Love you, Meek.
I love you too.
Well, it was a rough delivery.
This is Meek in the middle of a contraction. It's no joke. Good job, Meek. You're a fighter.
And I couldn't get him out. He was just too big, I guess. And the doctor was just like, you know what, we have to do this surgically. He's gonna damage you pretty badly if we continue this. So we did the emergency C-section. He was 9 pounds, 4 ounces. And I wasn't able to see him for a while.
We had a boy, and when I really finally held him, it really sunk in, wow, this is my son. I'm a dad. It's crazy, but I'm a dad. It's a cool moment. It was a really, really awesome moment.
Once I recovered, my husband had brought him into the room to me. When you give birth to a child, there's nothing in the world that I've ever experienced that's more powerful and emotional than that. And I'll forever remember that moment.
Hey, stay up.
Stay up, yay!
Don't go back to sleep.
Don't
go to sleep.
Don't.
You learn a lot about yourself being a father, And it just makes you want to do everything right. Because I know he wants to do everything that I do.
Jump. Good. Go ahead.
My everyday life, how I sit on the couch, how I do things. He just wants to do what I do. So as a dad, just be a great example for my son as far as everything, whether it's play well on the field, be a good husband to his mom. You just want to do everything right. That's how I look at my son. He's just a cool kid. He's funny.
Oh, kill him.
He's smart. Like I'm lucky to have a kid as cool as he is.
Aiden's already his dad's biggest fan and wishes he could join him on the field. But Aiden has more than one hero in his life.
Say who your favorite.
Despite Brent's athleticism, if you ask Aiden who can jump higher, his pick is clear.
What? All right, I'll take that. Batman.
Aiden is an actor, Aiden's a superhero, Aiden's an athlete, Aiden's a scholar.
Why are you acting so shy? You always want to fish. Hey, look, I want to go fishing right now.
With poles in hand, the fish are always biting behind the Grimes house. The lifestyle of a pro athlete can be hectic. But Brent and Miko make sure that Aiden is their top priority.
My son is just like me, I feel like. I feel like he has my personality. I feel like he thinks that he can do anything in the world, and so I tell him he can, and he does. You know, everything he tries to do, I make sure that he's successful at it. You know, no matter how many times it takes for him to do it, I just tell him he can do anything he wants, and he does.
Go. Oh, you're getting so much better.
I like it down here.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
It's a little better than 25 degrees.
It's a little better than Philly, period. We walk up and somebody told me to open the door. I said, but where are the people that live here? Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. Miko standing next to me and points to this sign that says, Welcome Home, Debbie. I said, oh, that's nice. That is the lady's name, Debbie. Oh. Welcome home, Debbie. Oh, I love that. Miko looked at me. She said she still doesn't know.
Yo, you still don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
Someone's moving out, but we bought this for you.
She said, this is for you. Well, by that time, I'm like, get out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't have to go back to Philly. And I said, are you serious? Well, by that time, I'm crying. I couldn't stop.
Get yourself, maybe, but...
And it was just the best surprise I had ever had.
Well, you need to hug Miko. You need to hug Miko. Give Miko a hug.
I cried, and my grandson wanted to know why I was crying. I don't believe this.
All I ever wanted was my son to have everything that I didn't have. And he met this young lady and she just, oh God.
I was just so happy, and I was so thankful that I came right back to Philly and retired.
I'm 1,000% sure that you will say, I'm ready to go now. Am I right?
Well, you know what? I am just so glad that you are where you are, and this is all that I did for you. This toxic. right here. My next move is to be with my family and enjoy my grandson and enjoy Miami. I love you. You know I love you, right?
Yeah.
You know that.